No one can mess with them. Never touch them. If you touch them, you will be dead. African buffaloes. Hello and welcome to AWZ. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Let's go to the jungle and look at buffaloes together. Buffalo. In Africa, there is just one species of buffalo. However, there are four unique subspecies: woodland buffalo, West African savanna buffalo, Central African buffalo, and Southern savanna buffalo, also known as the Cape buffalo. Savanna buffaloes are huge, massive creatures that look like cows. They differ widely not only in size, but also in the shape and color of their horns. Adults are typically dark gray or black, but they may appear red or white if they have been wallowing in that color muck, while young are often reddish-brown. Even as adults, the smaller forest buffalo retains its red color. However, many savanna buffaloes in western Uganda are red or pale orange rather than black. Adults lose hair as they become older. Males and females both have thick, ridged horns that grow straight out of the skull or bend downward and then up. The horns are excellent weapons against predators and are utilized by males in struggles for supremacy within the herd. The African buffalo. The term buffalo typically refers to both the Cape or African buffalo and the Asian water buffalo. The main distinction between these animals and the American buffalo is that the former has primarily dark fur, whilst the latter has thick, silky fur. The African buffalo, often known as the Cape buffalo, is a large African mammal. The African buffalo is a huge African bovine native to sub-Saharan Africa. The Cape buffalo, Censurus cafeae, is the most common and biggest subspecies found in southern and East Africa. The smallest subspecies, S. c. nanus, the forest buffalo, is found in Central and West African forests, whereas S. c. brachyceros is found in West Africa and S. c. equinoxialis is found in East African savannas. The horns of an adult African buffalo are its distinguishing feature. They have fused bases, forming a continuous bone shield across the top of the head known as a boss. It is commonly recognized as one of the most dangerous animals on the African continent, goring, trampling, and killing around 200 humans each year, according to some estimates. The African buffalo has no ancestors and is only distantly related to other larger bovines. Because of its unpredictable temperament, the African buffalo, unlike its Asian equivalent, the water buffalo, has never been domesticated. Lions, hyenas, and large crocodiles are natural predators of mature African buffaloes. The Cape buffalo, as a member of the Big Five species, is a prized hunting trophy. Behaviors. Buffalo herds can number in the thousands. They can dwell in herds of a few hundred, but thousands have been seen congregating in the Serengeti during the wet season. One of their many anti-predator adaptations is to congregate in large herds. Large herds reduce the likelihood of any individual being targeted by lions. The majority of the herd is made up of females and their progeny. Males may spend a significant amount of time in bachelor groups. These groupings are divided into two types, those with males aged 4 to 7 and those with guys aged 12 and up. The elder bulls frequently prefer to be alone. Buffaloes have poor senses. Although African buffaloes have weak vision and hearing, they have a strong sense of smell. They also appear to have a tough time regulating body temperature, which is why they eat largely at night. Although the animals are mostly silent, they do communicate. They grunt and emit harsh bellows during mating season, and a calf in danger will bellow mournfully, bringing herd members running at a gallop to defend it. Conservation and ecology. Cape buffalo play an important role in grassland ecosystem by living in big herds and consuming tall coarse grasses. Many of the smaller grazers are unable to digest the long grasses, and in the absence of buffalo, the tall grasses may prevent them from reaching the shorter, more palatable grasses. Competition for food supplies from non-native animals such as goats and cattle has put native African grazers under pressure. The introduction of alien illnesses from non-native species, however, remains the greatest hazard. Africa's national parks are currently taking significant steps to safeguard its natural wildlife against bovine tuberculosis. While this has little effect on domestic cattle, it can decimate Cape buffalo herds and their prey animals such as lion and hyena. Habits and way of life. African buffalo can be active at any time of day or night. They are gregarious animals that live in herds of related females and their progeny in a nearly linear dominance system. Subherds of subordinate males, high-ranking males and females, and old or invalid animals surround the fundamental herds. The young males maintain a safe distance from the dominant bull, which can be identified by the thickness of his horns. Males abandon the herd and establish bachelor groups during the dry season. There are two sorts of bachelor herds, those made up of males aged 4 to 7 years and those made up of males aged 12 years or older. During the wet season, the younger bulls rejoin the herd in order to mate with the females. They stay with them all season to safeguard the calves. Males have a hierarchical dominant structure depending on age and size. Because a buffalo is safer in a larger herd, dominant bulls may rely on lesser bulls and tolerate their copulation. When pursued by predators, a herd keeps together, making it difficult for the predators to pick off one member. The calves are gathered in the center. A buffalo herd responds to a captive member's distress call and attempts to rescue it. African buffalo make a variety of sounds. To signal the herd to move, they make low-pitched sounds. Leaders make gritty, creaking gait sounds to signal the herd to shift course. Some people make extended maw calls up to 20 times per minute when walking to drinking establishments. When they are aggressive, they create powerful grunts that can persist for a long time or transform into a rumbling growl. When cows are hunting for their calves, they make croaking sounds. When in distress, calves produce a similar higher-pitched sound. When they are threatened by predators, they produce long wah cries. They make a variety of sounds while grazing, including brief bellows, grunts, honks, and croaks. Habits of mating. Male and female African buffalo are polygynandrous, promiscuous, which means they mate with several partners. Only during the rainy season do they mate and give offspring. Birth occurs early in the season, but mating occurs later. A dominating bull in the herd/subherd guards a mate-ready cow and keeps rival bulls at bay. This is challenging since cows are highly elusive and draw a large number of men to the situation. Cows reproduce every 2 years on average. After an 11.5-month gestation period, they give birth to a single calf. For the first few weeks, newborn calves are hidden in foliage and nursed on occasion by their mothers before joining the main herd. For their own safety, older calves are kept in the herd center. Calves are normally weaned at the age of 9 or 10 months. In most bovids, the maternal tie between mother and child lasts longer. When a new calf is born, the bonding stops, and the mother uses horn jabs to keep her former progeny at bay. Nonetheless, the yearling will remain with its mother for another year or so. Males leave their moms at the age of 2 and join bachelor groups. Calves of African buffalo often become self-sufficient between the ages of 1 and 2 years. Young females begin breeding at the age of 5. Males reach reproductive maturity between the ages of 4 and 6 years. Buffalo information. 1. Twins are uncommon in buffalo. 2. More hunters are killed by buffalo than by any other species. 3. In order to demonstrate dominance, African buffalo will frequently kneel down and rub their necks and heads on the ground. 4. Buffaloes are huge and can grow to be 6.8 to 11 feet long. 5. Many African birds, including the oxpecker, have a symbiotic connection with the African buffalo. They are frequently seen eating insects off buffalo and warning the buffalo of impending danger. 6. Many African birds, including the oxpecker, have a symbiotic connection with the African buffalo. They are frequently seen eating insects off buffalo and warning the buffalo of impending danger. 7. Buffaloes have silky tongues. 8. Buffalo are known to prey on lions. 9. Cape buffalo are 4 times the size of an ox. 10. The African or Cape buffalo is unrelated to the somewhat bigger Asian wild water buffalo. The Cape buffalo is the largest of the South and East African subspecies. This is all for now. Check out other videos on our channel. Enjoy.